it go. Alright guys, let's do a quick visual condition report. Now this thing is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to get really close and try to nitpick every square inch of the car the best I can. So starting here with the front, I'm going to get down low. We're going to look underneath here. Trying to look for any rock chips in this area. And so far all of this is super clean. Hoping that you're going to be able to see that. I don't see any rock chips here. While we're under here, you can kind of check out the suspension. Right here, looking at all this, I don't see any rash. Now we do have some sort of imperfection right there. Let's see if I can't get under here to show you. Very, very minor. And then looking on this underside, I don't see any chips. And I don't see any chips around this edge all the way around. Very clean in here. And then kind of making our way around this area. I'm not seeing any rock chips. The only thing I found was really low down here. And you do have a chip out of the paint there. Trying to zoom in there. Right here. The rest of this, absolutely perfect. And so really, I'm not seeing any rock chips in there, just that chip that was underneath there and the small paint imperfection. And looking at the hood, here on the very edge, I think this is a little bit of paint rub through. I don't feel anything on that. This is perfect. So then right here, if you can see that, tiny, tiny rock chip. That's really the only one on that front end that stands out that I could find. All of this looks awesome. I mean, this thing is mint. Wheel looks good. This looks really, really nice. If we get down here, kind of looking at all that. If you're going to be able to see a couple paint imperfections there. The rest of it looks good though. Door looks amazing. And right here, we got a rock impact. And a small one there. Really small one here. The rest of that looks perfect. Wheel looks amazing. That upper deck lid looks awesome. Like I said, I'm inches away trying to nitpick every little square inch of this car, and it is just that clean. Very, very pretty. Now I'm trying to get inches away, looking at every square inch of this to look for any rock chips, scuffs, scratches, things like that, okay? And so, looking at this wheel, I don't see any curb rash. Still got the braided wire here. That wheel looks amazing. Looking at the fender. This all looks really good. So right here, you can see this tiny little divot right there. Very, very small. All of that looks good. And these stripes are painted on, and so you do not feel a bump whatsoever. We're gonna get this side in the sun. So far, all of that looks just amazing. And then here on the edge, you have a little chip right there. It's been touched up. The rest of that looks amazing. Going around the edge looks good. We have a tiny rock chip right there. I don't see anything else here on that lower rocker. And then looking at this spot here, you have a few tiny rock impressions. I wouldn't say they are chips. It does not look like it chipped the paint, just kind of tapped it. The rest of this looks super good though. Top of the door looks amazing. That edge looks really good. If we get really, really close right there, you can see a little blue, like a little light blue from probably a touch-up spot. All of this looks good. That wheel looks awesome. All of this is perfect. Painted stripe looks awesome. I'm going around this body line, looking for any chips. Absolutely perfect. There is nothing to pick apart here on this backside. And I'm trying to nitpick it and look as close as I can. And looking at this door panel, looks amazing. Here in this kick plate, and looking at the jamb right here, looks perfect. Got a little crack right there in the steering wheel. Everything else looks good. The gauges look amazing. Of course, you gotta have the signature. You got your batteries here. That seat looks good. On the piping, you have a little bit of wear there. Very minor. Seat belts are all tucked away here in the back. I mean, this interior is amazing. Very, very clean. And then here in the trunk, you can see all the detail. Looks really good. You can see the stripe still curves underneath there. If we had to look anywhere to try to pick it apart, we do have a chip right there, which is all hidden when that is shut.